Enigma, gonna look for that black hole. Let's say black ulti, but black hole. We'll be able to push out this mid lane pretty easy. There's enough support there. Bouncing Sun actually going off there from HY as well. Conversions just start themselves up. So attack boys more. You can actually split yourselves up into multiple pieces. It's great. You have a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend who can actually call you while you're trying to win. Who wants to win $1 million? A millionaire. Who wants to be a millionaire? One of those shows. Visage still trying to farm up right now. Boots, Mech, Planeswalker's Cloak. Gotta try and complete that Hood as well as Vanguard as soon as possible. Hood, of course, up there for the CM, so she's not even really going to care. Sven still farming up as well. Back in as well. So Lion now, Ultimate Orb. Killing Sega might even be going double Hex, which is a distinct possibility. With the Gwynsu on top of him would be very great and effective for all initiations and shutting heroes down. So he'll be the one to actually take all these big heroes out here. Sven looking for a push. Radiance damage comes out from the bear. Once again, just pushing that Visage back there. Planeswalker's Cloak. So there's less damage that actually comes out. As the Familiars is having a bit of a look around. Doesn't want to get too close there. But they can actually get hit down. And of course, as I mentioned many times, they are worth a little bit of gold here. There's $100 a piece. Each one. Yes, now Blink Dagger going off there. Great stun goes through. First Hex went as well. As now the great bouncing stun goes up on the high ground, holding Bat Rider out. They're still going to fight within now. Sven's stun goes on top of the Silver Bear. The Druid will do the rest of it, holding Sven in place. Triple one goes down. Silencer still doing damage. Bat Rider trying to Firefly over the top, trying to lock them all in place here. Wish Doctor ulti, doing massive amounts of damage to the Windrun, who has a Gwynsu up right now. Hasn't fired it off just yet. More stuns on the back of CM. Bouncing stun, still flying around, holds him in place. Entanglement Roots also helping to make sure that actually happen. Familiars drop from the sides right now. We see a buyback coming in from Sven, so might come back in again. Rogue Sven, which actually has power shutter from the side. Zippo getting a little too close there, as LM will be forced to fall back here. Radiance damage still comes out from that bear. Of course, ZS being the one controlling that one, but they will fall themselves back. They're trying to catch on to this Silencer. Neck pops off. Blink at the moment. Long DD. Napalm goes off. Try and slow them down. There's a creep wave now moving themselves out. Another Napalm goes off. Gargoyles will fall from the skies. Will this be a little bit too much of an overcommitment? No, that should be okay. There's 3 heroes now down for the Scourge. They can't hold this line off here. In fact, Deity might even try and push it, and even then the Radiance damage coming out from the Spirit Bear will hold him in place. Stun goes off. He gets pulled back, but that creep wave almost damaged down to like, well, the Necrolytes, the Druids, down to like a third of their HP. Trent is down to a half. The mech gave him a little bit more life. They will be able to defend this one off, but with that creep wave pushing out, distraction is on, and Deity will try and push this one out. Of course, in saying that one, CM is now forced to go towards the top lane and almost die to withstand a creep wave. Not exactly what she wants. They were thinking about going for Roshan. He is down to half HP. Wish Doctor now coming down. Wants to have a bit of a look around. Make sure they're not going for that one. Ward's in fact now being dropped. Roshan is okay, boys and girls. Don't panic. He is still currently alive. Bottom lane now, actually, no one's in there, and they're just going to move themselves back towards that Roche pit. They really want that too. You really want that on the back of the Silver Bear too. You just keep him up so much longer. It's just so powerful. As our Familiars once again spoiling the party. Seriously, the gate crashes of Dota right now, and it's not going to stop him. Silver Bear still using his bear. They're really trying to bring down Roshan. Roar goes off. Power Shot goes through to see if they're still going to go for it. It tells them they definitely are. Sven goes for the Roar. In fact, the God Strength, he means business. He means serious business. Stun goes through. He could even actually kill it. Black Hole goes off while we see Silver Bear try and continue to actually kill Roshan. Figure from the side. Sven goes down. Roshan is slain. Spirit Bear gets the Aegis Immortal, but they become with Bat Rider, pulling Silver Bear back out again, tries to fire it off, but right in the middle of the Wish Doctor ulti, Silver Bear does take a fall. Maldi's on top of Sven. Silver Bear will come back to life, ready to fight another day here, but he's just lost 1, 2, 3 of his teammates, and now gets himself back up a little bit further now, as Lim now moving himself back a little bit further back past that tier 2 tower. Familiar's doing enough power shots as well. Lion hanging up on the side there, so YS, he's the only person to actually live through it. Sorry, it's actually YS that got the AC model, not the Silver Bear. So now he's actually keeping himself out of trouble right now. We'll try and slow them down a little bit. As now the push does actually come through. Ferrari leading the charge, just damaging that tower. Technically that's a backdoor considering there's no one in there, but who gives a crap? It's all legal. 16 to 12 is the kill count. One hero, 2 heroes back up again now. So 3 in total for the Scourge. They're saving 3 while they're pushing on the tower. Yeah, well, that's cool. So down goes the tier 3 tower. They'll push on top of the racks. Enigma is ready to rock and roll. In comes the conversion. Just going to try and slow this creep wave down so he can maintain his racks here. Now still flooding over the field. Line damaging. He is literally a flying chicken for some reason. Long DD going back there. Power shots going through. Visage, massive damage coming. Is that a freaking Deso? That's a lot of damage coming out there. And now Silverbear called out. Great stuns. Batrider with the lasso as well. Zippo should actually go down with the bear on top of him right now. ZS will be able to fall back here. Great finger, great damage. Great radius damage coming up here. Long DD will fall down here as Deity have completely overextended themselves and Nirvana CM have really made them pay. 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes all down. 1 hero left alive and that's CM. And she probably died so early that she just literally respawned. Great push, great defense. Barracks almost dead here. The melee racks in the middle lane, almost dead. But it was successfully defended. That's all that matters. As long as these guys stay up, there's no super seismic creeps to push out. And then they can keep the pressure on here. 16 to 16. And we're only 27 minutes into this game. Let's have a look at a couple of the creep stats as well. While I've got a bit of a quiet time while all the people actually push their lanes back out again. So 112 here for Ferrari as our farming up Windrunner, 72 for 15, coming up for Long DD, 96 for 6 for ZS, 84 for 11 coming up for Wise as well, so Silver having a great time. Couple of kills, couple of assists, 2 deaths still on it, but 5 assists, obviously the ratings is going to help him with that one. 4 kills does actually gain him just under $1 grand of gold as well, so more money to actually spend on. His items look bare on this screen, but his bear is actually, funnily enough, no pun intended, the one which actually claims all the moolah. Long DD, well, we got Blink, Bracer, Treads, and still 1,000 gold sitting on top of him too. Did die just before too, so lost a little bit of his gold there. In fact, actually lost almost all, yes, in fact, lost 1,050 gold. That's how much gold he's actually lost. He has actually gained 1,115 gold from kills, so it's not all too bad, but yeah, that's your stat screen for you boys and girls. So don't say Uncle Toby doesn't give you anything. He gives you oatmeal as well as RCS stats. Enigma, what have you got? Mithril Hammer and Ogre Rack, so BKB on the way as well for Enigma. Once he gets that one up, it's going to be even better for his Black Hole. Will basically be completely unstoppable. He's been going to go for timing so far. DGC obviously thinks he has that magical touch of the Enigma Black Hole where he doesn't need a BKB. He'll just basically grab all 5 heroes in the one big go and go, what? Snap, Windrunner, yeah. If that's the case this time around, obviously, has been a couple of times. Hasn't got all of them, but has actually managed to focus fire down a couple of them, so you can't complain about it too much. Windrunner now trying to move herself around there on the bottom lane. Looks like we see an MKB, not a BKB, an MKB coming out here with the javelins on top of him too. So increasing that damage allows him to actually attack uphill, which will allow him from range to basically bring down those racks quite easily, especially if you couple it with a Manta. But the amount of attack power he actually gets from that ultimate is just so much. So like the damage per second is just insane, really. But it will actually be there for him as well. See him running around with a pipe. Great support items. Of course, you will see. You will actually see, what's the word I'm looking for? Wards. Wards. Yeah, words to get the wards. Will be coming as well. A Spirit Bear now with a Hyperstone on top of the bear. The best thing you can do too, there's a larger chance of the entanglement roots actually coming up, obviously because the attack goes through a lot faster, but it's also an item to allow you to complete that Assault Cuirass. So get the radius as well as drop down the damage as well as buff everyone up. So it's really a great second item here for Silverbear to go for. He doesn't need anything on himself, he can buff himself up with 22, look at this guy, 2233 HP. He's got boots, a couple of Ironwood branches and a magic stick. That's the lone druid form. That's literally how powerful the damn Twit is. He just has all this XP at his disposal. Mid lane now being pushed up here. Looks like they want to try and complete these racks. They can actually take it pretty fast, so it's going to have to be a fast defense here by Nirvana. Will there, so going to be a pipe. They're going to hold them off. Roar goes off. Bear pushes them back. The pipe literally negating the fact that the Radiance right now trying to hold the bear in place. Still the bear doesn't want to push themselves in yet. The Familiar is still attacking that tower. Melee Rash goes down. Enigma blinks in. BKB has actually gone off. He needs to fire off that black hole, but doesn't want to just yet. In fact, he's going to retreat himself back out there. Zippo has already died, so Nirvana will actually need the black hole. They can save it for another rainy day. Entanglement Roots will hold CM in place. The blast goes through. CM actually getting the Frost Cone there on Silverbear, and then dropping the ulti almost kills Syllabear. In comes in with the black hole. In fact, it does actually kill Syllabear. What a play from CM. There was help that did come in from the sides there. Impale attempt stun there from line. Didn't actually hit that on Ferrari. I think he actually attempted that one, but didn't come off with the goods there. Shackle shot does go off. Catches 3 of them out in place here. Great bouncy stun goes off. Only hit once because the TP tried to go off from Ferrari, and Ferrari will die. Being a chicken, magic one charges, but the Impale roasts him on a spit, will go down. And, well, we also kill a creep that's hanging around inside the trees as well. So now 4 heroes down for the Sentinel, 1 down for the Scourge, maybe a bit of a counter push, maybe even take down a tier 2 tower, God forbid. Nirvana CN still have not claimed one of those for themselves. I had to check that bottom lane to see the tier 1 tower was actually down as well, but it was actually down. Long DD farming up even more of that bottom lane. So damn frickin' strong. So much damage as well. Enigma Black Hole, I'm pretty sure Nirvana really wanted to save that one. Wasn't the perfect time for it. He tried to do it to actually save his carry, but yeah, he'll have to wait a little bit longer now. It's 145 seconds for Zippo to come back from his one. It's 120 seconds, so 2 minutes. So at the 34-minute mark, we will actually have an Enigma ulti back up on the field. Look back up for line up there on the top lane, so Ultimate Orb still on top of him, killing Saga. Nothing really changed up there for YS. He didn't die during those battles before, so he still actually has a little bit of gold up his sleeve. In fact, we'll actually just have a look at the Crow right now. There's absolutely nothing on the Vulture, apart from like maybe a Tango, as well as some Slavs. That's literally it. In fact, the Crow getting pulled back there for absolutely nothing. It's like, wow, fantastic macro of the Crow. Yeah, that's what it's about. 70 to 20 through it so far. CM just basically frosting up that mid lane, just try and take it down a little bit further. Visage now pushing out this bottom lane as well. Heads himself down a little bit further. Deity 186 is pushing out this mid lane as well, so CM trying to get a little bit of map control back again with all the creep waves now back over the river as well. For the Sentinel side, against the Scourge side that is. Nirvana CN go, okay, cool, defensive. Haven't seen this before, it's going to take a while. Mid-rack's down, so it's basically pushing itself. They're beefy Trinets in the middle lane. Give less gold too, of course, once they actually enter that Super Size Me form. Double Javelin up now too, so 1 more Demon's Edge, and Ferrari will have herself an MKB. Ready to push itself because of the Monkey King bar, for everyone out there who doesn't know the shorts. Spirit Bear on the front lines, just going to push that lane back a little bit further. Still a Bear. Going to be a little bit of naughty died before. It's going to send his Assault Cuirass back by at least another 5 minutes, so it's not really going to help his case, but farming up that mid lane very easily. Only just putting the Bear on the front lines, and the Bear can really take it. Treads on top of him, strength treads as well. So much extra. Bottom lane now being pushed out. Visage is there. Familiars look for the go over the top here, as we do see ZS, the Silver Bear, moving himself down towards that bottom lane. Radiance damage still going off there. Tries to get the stun off. Creep Wave will actually die now, and we will actually see Deity forced to fall back a little bit further, unless they decide to push past